us every single Monday through to Friday. You know, nothing but the best when it comes to discussions, I always say, pertaining to the industry. You know, are we moving forward? And the thing is, something I've been thinking about a lot lately is, you know, in every industry, not just the Ghana entertainment industry, every enterprise, you know, mistakes have been made, mistakes will be made, and yeah, the thing is, mistakes are being made and mistakes will be made, sorry. So the thing is, we can learn from those mistakes, correct them, and better make good decisions going forward. But the thing is, on this show, we're trying to find out as much as possible if we're taking the right steps again, you know, in terms of what we can do to better ourselves, the creatives behind the scenes, the content we're putting out there, the discussions we're having again, setups in terms of events, the music videos, every single thing, the image, you know, we're presenting to the world, so to speak. So that's our job basically, and we're always happy to be here. But as I always say also, it's not up to us alone. You guys make this show what it is, because everything we discuss, you enjoy more. So, you know, the events we go to, that's what we talk about. So, you know, it's the whole 9 yards. Once again, very happy to be. I'm your host, Jason LA, and I'm going to be joined by my pundits. We have a couple of events to get into, but first of all, please, at MX24GH, every single platform, and not the hashtag MX Live. It makes it easier to find us, you know, to stay interactive. And yeah, we need your opinions as much as possible on all our platforms. But like I said, I don't do this by myself. I have a man here. He's been out the whole weekend. The whole weekend. He doesn't look tired though. I don't know how he does it. But Prudent, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing, too?
I'm good, man.
Speaking of events, I'm going out. I think this weekend you also out. I saw your
Was I? Oh, I was. You know, I don't go out so much. Yep. So when I go, I don't really remember. But yeah, I was out. I was out.
I never saw videos of the performance stuff, and I just saw you at the venue, and that was it.
Yeah, I might post a couple of stuff. You know, I'm very low key behind the scenes, unlike you.
Okay.
How was your weekend, man?
It was very, very packed. I think it started off on Friday night where I was at the Miss Tourism Ghana, a very, very educative program, pageant, just tailored for the promotion of tourism here in Ghana. And I'm very excited that the Minister for Tourism was supporting this. The Ghana Tourism Authority was supporting it. And every stakeholder in the tourism industry was there to support. And even the feedback from corporate Ghana in terms of sponsorships was also very, very enormous. So for me, I think it went really well at National Theatre. And then on Saturday, Ashaiman to the World Festival. Okay,
so which one do you want us to discuss first? Because like again, it was a very packed weekend.
Yeah, okay, let's do Ashaiman to the World.
Ashaiman to the World. Yes. Okay, so Stoneball was here, you know, and I really love the discussion I had with him, because from what me and him spoke about, even behind the scenes, it wasn't just coming to enjoy, listen to music, look at him on stage, look at all these other artists, but he was telling me, like you guys can check on all our social media pages, you know, about the impact he's trying to have. And I told him, you know, evolving is one of the most difficult things for any creative to do. You know, Kanye West has been in the industry for years, Sarkodie for years, Shatawale, Stonebwoy himself, you know, and to be as impactful as they have been over the years, it's one of the most difficult things to do. So let's talk about that a little bit. You know, the fact that now he's turning it into a festival. He has turned it into a festival. Yeah. What do you think about that?
For me, I think about the fact that Stonebwoy is really doing well for himself. And then one thing I want to applaud Stonebwoy and also the people of Ashaiman is, one, Stonebwoy came out big for them. Stonebwoy did this out of love and out of the music that he loves to do. And the Ashaiman people also responded big time by showing up in their numbers. Look, if you've been to Sakasaka Park, you should see the capacity of Sakasaka Park, and even with to the bridge, the whole place was full up. And then and for me, the whole festival for Stonebwoy taking care of their health needs, for Stonebwoy trying to bring out talent with regards to the sporting activities that took place, and then climaxing it finally with the concert. I think Stonebwoy really did very well. And you know, this event hasn't happened for the last 2 years, so it was really a big deal for Stonebwoy and the team, and even the people at Ashaiman. And I really liked everything that happened that day.
Do you think we're going to see more artists doing this?
Yeah,
because I mean, again, we've been discussing.
Some few artists have shows. The last time we saw Sarkodie do This System, and we haven't seen him.
Yeah, the walk, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen him do it again, and I'll be hoping he does something like that somewhere, somehow, because he has an album coming out. So hopefully, he might do something of that sort. Yes. So we have Kwame Eugene doing Fadama during the Sanla festivity. We have a few of them doing something like that. I think 2-3 years before the COVID, Shatawale did something like that in December in Jamestown, which was also epic. We have Kofi Kinata doing Made in Tardi, a few of them. So for me, I think in as much as we want the money, in as much as we have the December event where it's actually a paid concert, we should look at giving back to the community like these free concerts. And these free concerts are really, really good because you get the opportunity to know that these people are with you. They love your songs, and they get to see you perform all your songs because there's a lot of time. I don't know if you watch, if you paid attention, the interview you had with him, he spoke about the fact that this is the part of shows where you get to hear Stonebwoy from his beginning, the songs he did in the early stages.
Hours, right?
Hours. Stonebwoy was on stage from 12 a.m. thereabout till 5 a.m. I got him around 7 a.m. That's how Stonebwoy performed. Stonebwoy was in performing people who didn't have songs with. A lot of people who came on stage, nobody didn't have songs with them, but he performed with them.
Okay, so let's talk about the day, the night. How did it go in terms of organization? Because when it comes to these events, right, it's very easy to overlook little things, I think, like security, which has been a problem, an issue in the past. I mean, we've seen these things happen where people get hurt and all these things. Again, so security, organization, attendance obviously was crazy. We have videos we're going to show.
Exactly.
But let's talk a little bit about those things before.
For security.
And the fact that attention, so much attention is going into, you know, or the focus is on the artists who are performing. So little things we tend to forget.
I think there was, so for me, I had a conversation with some media personalities who were there, like people from Adom and other media outlets and City and all, and we were all saying the same thing. Like, there is no respect for media in Ghana. That's the issue. Even with regards to even the artists. If you're an artist and you're done performing, and the media approaches you and tell you, I want to have an interview with you, and you're like, don't ask me anything apart from what is happening here. What are you talking about? Or you tell me, oh,
so these are things you've experienced.
These are some of the things that we experience at Ashaman to the world. And also, for me...
Wait, it happened?
It happened. I'm telling you the truth. It happened.
But it wasn't Stone. Let's just be clear.
It wasn't what?
It wasn't Stone.
Stonebwoy?
Yeah.
No. Nobody was able to get Stonebwoy.
Okay, so you are saying generally.
I'm saying generally, we couldn't get
interview
with other people who didn't pass through. As for Stonebwoy, we couldn't get Stonebwoy interview. Nobody was able to get an interview with Stonebwoy, which it's also not an excuse because it's your event. We came there because of you. So I feel like, respectfully, Stonebwoy was supposed to make himself available. But you know, Prudent himself is always hard. I was able to get the wife to speak. So
I like that.
I was hard on this.
Again, I'm not trying to make excuses.
But Jason, one thing, in as much as I'm bashing the security for their lack of a better word, unprofessional relation with the media, they did well in terms of beefing up the security at the backstage.
So organization was good.
Yeah, the security was good in terms of taking care of things so that things doesn't get out of hand. It was good. But I'm talking about the relationship. You know, they made a little mistakes where they had random people were able to get to the backstage. And now you are trying to get them out.
Okay.
And you're getting media people also out.
When an artist, right, as big as Stone or anyone else has an event like this, right, and there are issues that we might say he didn't directly oversee during the night, the security, right? Can an artist be excused? Because again, I'm an artist. If I have a show and there's someone who's doing something I have employed, I understand the fact that, they're representing me, right?
Well, this is actually an issue in Ghana. I don't know if you've been to most of these events, these outdoor events. These are the same issues we have. The reason why I'm actually saying it over and over again is, for me, I'm saying it because I feel like the more we say, the more maybe attention will be drawn to that side and it will be worked on. I think security-wise, it was good, but then I felt like the relationship between the security and the media was wrong. Secondly, I think the planning with regards to the artists who were supposed to perform was also not well coordinated because...
Okay. I've heard this thing a lot, right? Where the media, like you're doing, have expressed concern at going to events and having issues with security. This is not the first time I've heard this. But I also say when we sit here, right, we have to look at the audience, the media, the artists, the businessmen, everyone involved, again, under this umbrella. So I'm going to ask you this. To some extent, do you think the media also is to blame in terms of the reception they're given at these events? Because I've heard, you know, sometimes there's arrogance in terms of the tone, the expression with which security is approached. And I'm sure you've seen some of these things.
I'm talking about my own experience. This security guy...
But you are part of the media.
I'm coming. I want to talk about the approach and the tone. This guy said I should leave. And
so how did you approach him?
And I tell him, I showed him my tag. I said, I am media. He said, you are media, so what? No, go. Kept saying go. And I want to big up Stoneboy security guard, like his main security guard, in terms of even some 1 or 2 chaos that were happening in the crowd, where he was able to control them, where some of these audiences or these people in the crowd were behaving a bit rude, he was able to even control them. That is professionalism. Some of the private security guys is even doing more than the military. That's what I'm trying to say. The military who were there, look, for me, I was really excited when I got there and I saw the heavy security at the venue, because we all know a shy man. So for me, I was excited about it. But then in terms of, and it wasn't only me, it happened to a lot of people. And if my producer would bear to it, she was there when these things all were happening. Do you understand? So some of these things should work on it. And I'm saying this because, I'm not saying this because I don't like Stoneboy. I have a very good relationship with Stoneboy. I'm happy about what he did. And I love everything that happened. But I'm saying that if these things are going, we have to work on it and move on. Stoneboy is an international brand. So definitely some of these things, we have to say so that we correct some of the few things so that we don't know who is there watching. You understand? Maybe somebody is standing there and is watching me say, I'm media, and they see me holding my microphone and being treated like this. You understand? And the reason I'm also saying this is that somebody, like probably, for me, I love Stoneboy and I love the Ghana music industry. So for that much, and I will still go and I'll continue to go to these type of events. But somebody would say, oh, this happened to me at Ashaiman. If Shatawale says he's doing an event at Collegon or Jamestown, I won't go because I don't know what worse could happen. You understand? So we are saying this not to tarnish the image of Burlington music or the organizer of the event, but we are saying this
but
because
again, that's why
we feel like attention to be drawn.
That's why I'm asking about the media and their hand in stuff like this, because
there are parts that we don't do well to as well. But then I'm saying with this particular one, it feels
with
like
your experience.
Yes.
Okay. So now security, but generally it was good in terms of
the numbers. Jason, the numbers.
Yeah, I saw videos. The numbers. And I saw the pictures.
Really did well. They really came out to support
Stoneboy's been killing it.
And let's talk about Stoneboy's outfit, man, bro.
Yeah, he changed a couple of times.
Yeah, of course. And Stoneboy had to throw his sneakers and his shirts.
Where was I?
And he nearly wanted to throw his trousers.
Oh,
so
man.
I think Stoneboy really came out big. And the wife was there. Everybody, Abeku Santana was there.
So security on point. Now let's talk about the stage, because I saw the stage. I love
the stage.
He could go, like, there was a lot of mobility in terms of him moving forward, left and right. Very sizable. Yeah. Another thing I loved about the stage is people behind the scenes gave the artists breathing space, so to speak, in terms of performances. It seems like, again, it was on point.
And Jason, speaking of the stage, let's talk about live bands. Stoneboy played live band.
For 5 hours?
Of course.
Wow.
Live band.
It's incredible.
Until some of these passing through acts that he has collaborations with them. You know, some of them had to just pass through with the music with DJ Justice behind the turntables. Yeah, so that was it. But Stoneboy, for the first 1 to 2 hours where he alone was on stage, was live band, strictly live band. And you know Stoneboy has a band that he travels with. His guitarist is Grammy Award winner. He's Instrumentalist of the Year. They just ended Vodafone Ghana Music Award. So you are guaranteed of...
Yeah, and he was on stage the whole time all these other artists were brought on.
Yeah. And look, Stoneboy really did well. There was limited time for him to even change himself, to come back again. And he really did well. He really performed and he really had that kind of intimacy with them. Okay. So, a lot of artists were there.
Yeah, nice one. Let's talk about the reception from the audience. How was the interaction with the audience?
Top notch, bro. Like Ashaiman people, man, shout out to yourself. You guys really did well for Stoneboy. And it got to a time Stoneboy had to say that gone were the days where they were very shy to say they're coming from Ashaiman. But everybody won't come to Ashaiman. Ashaiman to the Riasi.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was an intimate part of the show where Stoneboy is trying to communicate to these people. So for me, I was very excited that...
I love the acceptance, you know. One thing I want to add is I love the acceptance in Stoneboy and artists who come from a difficult or tough background.
Exactly.
Right now, there's, again, an acceptance or acknowledgement of, yo, it wasn't easy. My people weren't respected. My people weren't, again, the word is acknowledged. But now what I'm doing and the reception from the audience.
It was like now Thomas Partey is from Ashaiman.
You know.
He's from there. And you know Eno Baroni is from Ashaiman.
to the world, man.
Yeah, Eno Baroni is from Ashaiman. So Eno also graced the occasion. One thing I also want to talk about is, which one? In terms of the people that came. You can go to an event and you will not really get that kind of energy from the audience. But look, these people were on their feet. Stoneboy left the place and was leaving the venue, and they were still there jamming.
Wow.
And they were still, look, and I want to big up Stoneboy's team for the opportunity they gave to the people at Ashaiman with regards to the rising acts.
Yeah, let's talk. Okay, now let's talk about that too. The artists that supported. Let's talk about that.
There were artists that supported, but I want us to talk about the fact that there were people who were undergrounds who were given the opportunity to perform. And I spoke to one spoken word artist. I'll be putting out the interview that I had with him. He was able to put together 45 hit song titles of Stonebwoy into a spoken word presentation on stage, and it was great. And there was a cipher, the Ashaman to the World cipher. Great impact for the people there. So for me, I really like now with regards to people who came to Stonebwoy, the show was introduced. The opening act was a gospel artist, and guess what? Empress Gifty. Okay. She came to introduce. She was so I actually spoke to her that like, you are a gospel artist. What are you doing at a secular event? You're like, oh, I'm coming to win more souls for me. She really did well. She came in with a live band team. She also performed live. Ifya Nocturna was there. Nice. Adina was there. Larusso was there.
Yeah. Sister
Ifya was also there.
Looking very hot.
Raskuku was there. Okay. Mr. Drew was there. Wow. FBS was there. Sifa was.
And Sifa was there. Sifa was there.
But I don't know. I think I saw the management. I saw
Did she perform?
I think she didn't get to perform. I don't know what happened.
No, because I think, like, I saw a couple of, I think she's in the United States, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay, then the manager was there because of D Black. So D Black was there.
D Black was there.
Hajia Foro was there. Mona. Okay. You know, and who else was there?
Charlie.
Mugiz was there. Creswado was also there.
Charlie. And the thing is, all these artists, they had ample time to perform.
Oh, exactly. You could see they were excited. But then you see, the thing was, the most difficult aspect was getting to perform. It was a bit difficult because I think there were a little bit of lack of communication with regards to who is coming off next and who. So I'm sure moving forward, we'll work on these things.
But I think a couple of hiccups.
I just feel like, these things, with events, hiccups may come here and there. But the reason I keep highlighting on these things is because I feel like the conversation I've had with a lot of people is these are things that happens in our event space here in Ghana, and I feel like moving forward we should work on it. It shouldn't be happening. This is Ashaman today. This is the 7th edition. So I feel like Stonebwoy is big. Definitely a lot of artists would like to join him on stage. So I think there should be a little bit.
Charlie. Okay, so the thing is now we have the videos. I think he performed last, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have videos, interviews, everything, man. I'm just proud of this guy. And I'm very happy, MX24 was a part of this, to support and show love to Stonebwoy. So guys, check this out. Shaman to the world.
Love is a journey, Love is a journey, Life is a long journey, Life is a journey, Life is a long journey. Man, tired of this, I be lazy. Then I be security for there, I be messy. I say, man, cause anybody know the power, see me waiting, I go do for a better day. He be the work, where we know, say he be the work, he be let we know the rest. In every work I do my best, nothing confess. He be the work where we know, we never gonna play like domino. Anywhere the work day, he be there we know, we dey go knock come shot like a lukoto. Say, he be the work where we know, we never gonna play like domino. Anywhere the work day, he be there we know, we dey go knock come shot like a lukoto. Don't blame me, mommy, me sick and try me trouble. Who is a man and daddy, my Timmy Pioto. I ya pump, no, I do my fanny coco. Send a love telling no one, I'm a Jimmy home, no. Yeah, I'm the son, me best on me bobo. Kojo men soon, veggie money for the coco. My captain, me shot the one side, I lolo. And you man, see branding, but try me shoto. Life is a journey, Journey, Life is a journey,
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, very good show in terms of organization, artists performing and all of this. But now Edem joins us. How you doing, boss?
Edem artist was the opening act too. Edem
how was it? How exciting was it?
I mean, it's good. I mean, you see, where two or more people have met, God is in their midst. Evangelism should be taken everywhere because some of the thieves who were they changed their mind after the Empress Gifty performance. I mean, so you'll be shocked to see that some had change of mind. But for that, maybe that they would have arrested by like 1,000 people
Really?
as Robins. So it was good. She started with her
Okay.
performance, and you know her just at the ended National Gospel Music Awards. She won the Musical Best Performer Award. And
The video.
anytime she is on stage, I mean, it's fire, more energy, and it's all about doing the gospel work. So big shout out to Empress.
Yeah.
She opened very elegantly with a lot of verve and power.
Okay, so but you're in the heart of the event. How was the whole experience for you? Because we said here, somebody doing this for 7 years. Actually, supposed to be 9, but because of COVID, for reasons beyond his control, 7 years now. How was the whole experience for you in terms of the artists, the stage, the light, sound, the audience, and everything?
I mean, big ups to him. I've been part of events, and I know it's not easy. I mean, sometimes when you are done with one, you can't continue. And for him to continuously do it for 7 years, I mean, now it has moved to a festival where prior to the event they do a lot of things. So a lot of logistics go into that side. And on the main night, if you look at, the investment into stage, lights, and everything, I mean, the team did very well. That is why we have not had negatives regarding the production, but just on the other side, which is chiefs and other things, which goes beyond, them to a certain extent. But when it comes to the production of the event itself, people are happy with how they did it, and the plots are coming in for him and saying that the team, they've done a good work. So they need to build upon it so that in the subsequent one, they take it to the next
Nice
level.
one. It's good to hear all this positive energy,
Yeah.
from an event that's been running for so long, and I'm sure it's going to even get bigger and better. But before we get to other stories, there was the Miss Tourism.
Yeah.
You're a part of that.
Yeah, on Saturday.
You had a good
Friday,
time.
On Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, how was the
A
experience?
lot of ladies came around. To
Okay.
showcase their talent. That's what I'm talking
I was there
about.
with
Okay,
So I was
okay.
there with my man.
So you're focusing on the talents, of
Yeah,
course.
the talent. And
Oh,
not-
I like
you
that. I
understand?
like that.
So, at the end of it all, one lady came out as being the, ultimate winner, a 26-year-old student of Ghana Institute of Journalism by name Inshira.
Christabel.
Yeah,
Sure.
came out as, tops as the Miss Tourism Ghana. So, as part of that, she will represent Ghana at the international competition Miss World. And, we pray that when she goes, she's able to sell the name of Ghana. I'm coming from a PR background, and, I know if you go to JIJ and you do even journalism or PR, normally that's what we did at our time. The first 2 years, you do mix journalism and PR. So definitely you have a communication background and you know the rudiments of PR. So she can touch that, she can attach that academics to that her delivery and knowledge about the country's tourism as well. That issues.
That's what I was going to ask you,
globally.
because when you hear Miss Tourism,
Yeah.
Ghana is known as a tourism site. I'm thinking of, again, leverage. How does she take advantage of this? How do we take advantage? What's the plan in terms of projecting tourism through her, so to speak?
That's very crucial, and I was happy. As the event was going on, I went out with a organizer, Mrs. Delphine Brivhamon, and we met the
tourism
GTA boss, Mr. Kwesi Ajimai, and he asked them that before all he doesn't even want to meet only the winners. He wants to meet all the contestants.
That's nice.
At a ceremony and speak to them before they depart. And he was ready to pay personally for them to, continue their stay at the Miss Tourism House so that he meets them, because they want to conscientize them, because it's a strategic plan of the government to ensure that we're raking a lot of revenue from the tourism side. That is why after the year of the return, there is the 10-year plan of the beyond the return. And we've had an office in the US, among other things. So it all falls in place as part of the plan to ensure that the country, uses tourism as a bit to get a lot of income. If you look at Europe, America, other countries, tourism gives them a lot of revenues. From visa applications, people going there to buy things, to other parts of tourism. We have a lot of tourism where we've not even, one tourism they are making money from is health tourism, where people go to seek medical care from other countries. So, we need to take advantage of this contest to drive a lot of people into the
Okay, so we're going to talk about the night in a bit, but we actually have some footage from Miss Tourism 2022. Check this out. Let us know what you think.
Okay, so personally, I have an initiative that I want to embark on. It's called Swag Ghana Initiative. So the S over there stands for speaking the Ghanaian language. W stands for wearing the Ghanaian clothing. A stands for appreciating the country, and then G stands for growing the Ghanaian resources. So that is the main thing that I want to embark on. So I'd work hand in hand with the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, as well as the Ghana Tourism Authority to make that come through. Crystal Insurance Japan. Thank you.
Quick one, how does it feel to be the queen?
It feels great. That's all I can say. It feels very great.
At which point did you expect that you would win?
And right from the very beginning, I knew I wanted to win. So that's the main motive. That's how I kept going. I wanted to win. That's it.
Okay. How has the journey been so far?
Very stressful, I won't lie to you.
It breaks my heart that we have to end this to carry on because I was enjoying myself. What was going on there? But Prudent, I mean, how's the experience for you? Because now there's a lot. Let me say a lot of beauty pageants. And I think everyone or every single event wants their own way to stand out. In terms of the message they're putting across, the ladies that they're incorporating into these events. How was the night for you?
For me, the night was a bit educative for me because I got to know more about tourism. Because for me, I didn't know much about music tourism. I didn't know about hospitality. I didn't know about health. I didn't know about beach. I didn't know about sustainable tourism. There are so many aspects of even there. There are. Is it digital tourism? There was. There was one about tourism where you can just be on your phone and get attracted and even learn more about places you can't be there. Virtual tourism. So I got to know a lot of things about them. And then for me, one thing also about tourism that I love so much is for the fact that it gives us the opportunity to advertise ourselves, our brand, our country to the world. So for me, I was very excited. And then I like the fact that Ghana Tourism Authority was playing a very crucial role in it. Sometimes when you're doing these things and you don't get support from one, corporate Ghana, one from the main stakeholders, it becomes an issue. So for me, I was very excited about it, and I'm happy that she won because I was supporting her. I was actually rooting for her, and I felt like she was very good. I was rooting for her.
Very intelligent.
And she's my friend now. So Ellie,
she's your friend now.
Yeah, she's my friend now.
Where was I? But like he said, something that I really took from there and from this whole experience, I want to come to you, Edem, is the fact that the Ghana Tourism Authority, is part of this. How important is their hand being in this? Because I've said, even with decisions in terms of government, for example, we want the youth to be incorporated. That's things we've been talking about. We want artists to be involved in the creative sector. So if there's something with young, beautiful, intelligent ladies, and we have a big authority being a part of it, sponsoring it, pushing it, that can only be a good thing.
Because, it's not just about even the final show. In the number of weeks they are in the house, they travel to tourist areas in the country, and ensure that they put the spotlights on and educate people. This is a way of driving the youth into tourism because every country is looking at the youth because mostly they form part of the majority population. So if you are able to inculcate that drive in them, they grow with it and teach the next generation. So, giving them access to these places, if you don't have the backing of the authority, it will be difficult for you. So they help them get access to some of these places. And even in Ghana here, they were into different hotels, Tank Palace, Moving Peak, and all of these things through the instrumentality of the ministry, among other sponsors. So, and even it's also good that some of the ATL, the fabric, local fabric company, also sponsoring throughout, even in their bikinis. You saw some bikini shows. it was made from these local fabrics. I mean, this is how we also sell our. It's not always that we have to be in. In the other form.
The Western world.
Yeah. We can also use our local fabrics. It also creates employment to some level.
You guys have got pictures, right? Of the net.
So it's really good for us. The youth must be involved in tourism through the support of
and just like I was saying, man, government policies and all these things, decisions that impact us have to involve us.
Yeah, and also Kofiata Kaka, who is the Deputy Communications Officer for GTA, himself was also part of the judges on the night. So the state agency is involved in the doing of things so that they will get to know what should be done and what needs to be added to achieve the needed.
I mean, what I got from this whole weekend is, and I think we spoke about this a while ago, is, it seems like every weekend now leading to December is so packed. And to see two events, right, on very different sides of the spectrum. You have a tourism event and then you have a shaman to the world. Again, the success of these events, bar none, there's going to be hiccups, when these events take place. But Prudent, very quickly, man, I've said this, it's a very good time to be part of the Ghanaian entertainment space, right?
For me, I'm very excited about this particular event because, most of the time when pageants are over, for you to get the past queen to come and be smiling and be excited and be saying thank you to the organizers and be even giving out a citation to say thank you means this organization know what they're about. There's a unity among them because the past queen came and was donating, or I think what should I even use? Was giving an appreciation citation to the organizers, the chaperone for all the good things she has done. So when I see there's coordination, most of the time we see these things happening at the top awards pageant, but this is actually a very, very young one just coming up, and they know their work, they know what they're about. And the queen, I know she's going to do very well because her PR was very good, very, very articulate. The conversation, even she was the performance. No wonder she won most of the awards. Best debater, best spoken word. She did very well for herself. So I'm happy, and I believe December is coming. Let's tap into it. If you have the idea of doing something, do it, and also jump into the beyond the return.
One thing I want to add is, big salute to all the sponsors, and media partners for Stoneboys, a shaman to the world, and a big salute again to the Ghana Tourism Authority for being part of this, projecting, promoting, establishing, whatever word you want to add in there, putting out the best parts of what we can put out, because there's always something wrong somewhere, but it's what you're projecting again to the people. So big ups to all these event organizers. Is there anything happening this week?
This week,
you have something coming up? Because it seems like every week is packed.
Edem
is always out.
Tell me.
Prudent, do you have any shouts before you leave us?
Shouts to everybody who's watching us, everybody who watches us every time, 3 p.m. to 4. I got to Ashama, met another person who watches us and is excited. So big shouts to all these people. And for me, if you sit down and watch MX Live, watch MX Chats, all the shows on MX24, I say thank you to you and keep watching us.
Nice. Edem, is there anything you want to add for you later?
I want to say big ups to Lumi DML.
Luminary.
He came out with a
Discovery album,
and there was one song, Ejewa. I've seen some of the, scenes of his video, and he's about to release the Ejewa video, amazing video. He's done well. I feel proud to see people coming from the ghettos, extreme poverty, and be able to, grind and break to the top. They become inspiration to those in the ghettos for them to feel that, okay, I cannot only end up here, I can get to the top. So big ups to Lumi DML, he's grinding his way up to the top. So Ghanaians can't wait for the Ejewa music video.
Nice. Thank you guys so much for making time. And like you said, man, to all the people listening to these discussions, we need your input as much as possible at MX24GH, every single platform. Please add the hashtag MX Live. Now, carrying on, I have a very, very soulful artist coming through. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Her new music, her voice, everything about her. Stay tuned in.
Kodo atina wolo mejibe na chinamo Tell me the reason I should stay. Is it the fact that you're alone? Why do you pick my pride and then crush it on the floor? Is it the fact that I'm in love? Or I just open up my door for you to come in and crush me on the floor? Oh, tell me I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay. Time no money, okay, only ne time me le. Oh, tell me I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay. Time no money, okay, only ne time me le. Right from heaven down to earth. In your eyes I see my future and my dreams. I cannot be without you, so we just got to let it work. If I lose you, I'll lose my sanity. Oh, tell me I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay, I don't lay.
Welcome back, guys. I have to give a very big shout out. I didn't nearly forget to our head of sales, man, Mr. Raymond. You know, these or someone like him and all these other people make MX24GH what it is. It's not just us, the presenters. You know, we do our best from our producers, directors, light, sound. I always say this, man, we can't do this without you. So Raymond, once again, very big happy birthday to you. We appreciate you. We salute you. Please keep staying as positive as you are. Now to a very beautiful, colorful, bright lady who's made my day even more special, Abiana.
Hi.
I was trying to add some more things. You know, whenever in the presence of a beautiful lady, you want to spice it up. But anyways, welcome to the show.
Thank you. That is always mine.
Yeah, very happy to have you here. You know, I was talking to my producer and the first thing that came up, everyone was saying, you know, she won the Female Vocalist of the Year 2021. And I just want to know, when these things come up, you know, the recognition, the fame, the awards, how does it feel? Because I'm sure only you can describe this.
Yeah, you see? You know, I always envisioned that I was going to get an award for, like, performing.
So you saw that coming.
I saw it coming, but I didn't know it would come that early.
Okay.
That's it. Like, I envisioned it, you know, that kind of thing where you have to see yourself there and stuff.
Yeah.
So I envisioned it, but I didn't know it would come that early. So when it came as a surprise. And then I was, like, humbly so appreciated.
Nice.
Like, yes.
Nice, man. I just had to start off like that. So we have Abiana in the studio. If there's anything you want to ask her in reference to her music, her awards, you know, the plan moving forward. We have actually new music today, which we're going to be focusing on. But since you're here, you know, you're spearheading your genre, which I would say is soul. Am I right?
Yeah, it's soul.
Tell us a bit about soul music and what it means to you and why soul music. Because I'm sure with a voice like that, you could do anything else. Why soul music?
So I would say I call my music the soul life. It's just a mixture of different musical genres. What you heard right now, what is it? You think it's a classical piece.
Yeah.
You get it, like you, and then
calming,
that kind of thing. So much more so, every time I like to put myself into any musical genre, I like to put the soul in it. Make sure that it's so sultry that when you listen to it, it just calms your soul, that kind of thing. So it's me trying to put myself, and there's much more of my identity. I know I'm a guy, that kind of thing, but like melodiously, I know I love my melody so much, so I put it all together to make it that.
Let's talk a bit about genres. Music, and this has come up a lot for me personally in terms of what I've seen behind the scenes. You know, in life, it's always good to praise, give respect and gratitude to something that's doing well. But the thing with that is, when you do that, something else might be suffering. For example, Afrobeats, no doubt, it's doing so well. It's immense. It's good for the African culture, the African music, the African identity. But when these things happen, again, other genres tend to suffer. I've used the American scene as an example. You know, R&B was a big thing in the 90s, right? But now it's not the biggest thing. And it's become a very diluted conversation in terms of, is there an issue? What's the issue? Why are we even saying there's an issue if music is still doing well, so to speak? With all these other genres doing well, you're focusing on soul, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think, again, that part of the conversation means that soul is suffering because we're focusing and enjoying one genre so much?
I'd like to add, I said I'm doing soul life. You know, soul life, because in my part of, I do the mixture of different musical genres. But mine, if you listen to my whole album, which is Dalem Lilala, is packed densely with high life music. You get it? So I have something called My House. It's quite jazzy, but it's high life.
Okay.
You get it? So mine is soul and soul life, like soul life. So me putting all these musical genres together. But coming to your question, nothing is lacking. Sometimes, you know, things come and go. So let's appreciate now that Afrobeat is in there, showcasing Africa. So let's just appreciate the fact, because it might go, and high life might be something else, and something might also come and might go. So
what do you think about the high life scene, though?
For me, I think Afrobeat has an element of high life.
Really?
Because it has the four timing, but it's there, but the Palogo thing, it's inside Afrobeat. So whatever we say to it, the root of Afrobeat, even Fela even said he took some piece of what Ghanaian high life is to make Afrobeat.
So is it, Abiana, do you think it's the direction of our conversations that makes it look like other genres are, so to speak,
it is. I think we're
suffering?
Being,
it's
I
like,
think we're just being,
it's like, this is
tilting
doing well, why is it doing so well?
It's like, we're just tilting
but
the
there's
whole
nothing
thing,
wrong.
But there's nothing wrong with it. Afrobeat, it's just some amalgamation of different musical genres, but the root is high life. It's just the timing is there. The timing is there. The timing is there. And taking effect of even, we're showcasing African culture. We are showcasing our language. It's being imbibed in the Afrobeat. So
Okay, let me ask you this. For you as an artist, right, has the audience ever, at any point in your career, dictated the type of music, again, the genre, the tempo, the beat, anything in terms of the content you're putting out there? Has the audience ever dictated it?
It has never happened to me. If you ask my team, they always say, Abiana, this is going, why don't we do this? But for me, I do what, at the moment, I feel is necessary.
Those must be some pretty intense conversations.
Very intense. My people always get angry with me. But luckily for me, at any point in time, I record lots of stuff. So there's everything to support anything. At any point in time, if something is going on, I have something to
very strong woman.
That kind
very
of
strong
thing.
woman, you know, because I mean, every artist wants to do or wants the #1 song. So again, I think the word I want to use is diluted in terms of their ability. You know, people don't really stretch themselves because we take a different path in terms of the music out. But the thing with you is, apart from all of these things, you've taken some time off to release this new music.
Yes.
Why was that so?
Let me see. So the beginning of the year, I went to Swaziland, Eswatini.
You've been chilling,
Yeah,
Abiana.
no, it's not even chilling. I went to perform there
Okay,
at the concert.
okay.
I did some tour at Swaziland.
Nice.
So as I did that, I came back. My contract with my label expired. So as it expired, I had to take time to just resolve and then put myself together and then bring something new out. So that's basically...
In terms of what, again, the audience expects, is it difficult to deal with as a person?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Looking
how do
at
you
the
deal with that?
terrain and then what is going on in the scene now. If you have something different, how would you get an airplay? Everything is densely populated by Afrobeat. So if you know,
just like we just said,
what
right?
you said, but like I think we should just make more room for different kind of genres to exist, like to coexist peacefully. Yeah.
But that's more so on the artist's shoulders.
Yes. That's why we are there. So that we
I
can do the
mean,
different
you know,
ones.
it's something that has come up for me a lot in conversation because now social media, you know, the expectations of the fans from the artists. I mean, DJs I've spoken to is like, Charlie, now the audience, they dictate. So it's very interesting to see you, so to speak, staying true to yourself and your sound and your music. But also, this new music right now is a little different.
You see? You listen.
Yeah, I did. It's a little up-tempo, a little different. Tell us about this music and why this music now.
Okay, so as I parted from the label, I had the chance to experience with new like sound engineers, and I vibed with Liquid Beat. And when I vibed with him, I realized his vibe was connecting with mine, and I loved what we were doing together. I did the Ghana's Most Beautiful song with him, so I went to him again. I was like, Charlie, I want us to do something. Well, you get when you find some people that they connect with you like spiritually and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of very easy for you to say, okay, I have this, for you to lay your soul bare in a kind of music. So it's basically it. So I just went to him, I vibed with him, and everyone listened on my team. Everyone listened. They was like, oh, Abiana, this is new. Well, why don't we put this new thing out? Because you just left the label. People are expecting. You're not expected to. When you bring something over, but like something new, it means that you're exploring. You're trying to find your style and your sound. So it means that I'm doing something good, and people have recognized that it's new. At least it doesn't feel like okay, then this girl, it looks
if there
like
is
she's
a
going to-
recognition, that means there was some attention being paid to what you were
what I
doing.
was doing before.
So yes, there's this new music. It's out there. There's a video. So what's the plan moving forward? Is this leading to an album? Is this even more different music? Are we going to Swaziland more, to Kenya, to South Africa? What's the plan moving forward?
So right now, my new music, which is Shika, is out on all like digital platforms. Everyone should just go search Abiana and find Shika and then stream it. So after Shika, I've not made any plans though. But I know I am going to drop some singles out there because I recorded some singles like from the time that I was trying to resolve myself, I recorded some singles. So I know some singles are going to come out. Of course, some EPs are going to come out. So let's see.
What's Shika about?
Shika is about no pain, no gain. So I was talking about my struggles, you see. My struggles.
What are some of your struggles?
Charlie,
because someone will see a beautiful lady and it's like,
you see that?
She's glowing. She ain't got no problems.
People see me and they think that I've not hustled before. I'll go to Kotobabi. I grew up in Kotobabi. And then go and ask them. They'll tell you the way
even on the streets,
the way they suck me school fees.
Really?
The way they suck me school fees. Shit. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Do you sometimes think about or contemplate more so putting your life into your music? Because we live in a very judgmental world, right? Social media is out there. And, you know, as inspiring as what you are saying is, there's going to be probably some negative energy. You know, why is a beautiful lady who has everything speaking about struggle? I mean, that's just the way of the world, sadly to say. Do you ever, like, contemplate things like, nah, let me not do this?
You know, as artists, we are a reflection of what's happening now. People are saying there's no money. Like, people are just crying. They're hungry. People just want money.
Literally and
everyone is talking about it. And myself, I'm feeling it. Like, I have to pay school fees. I have to do this. And I'm feeling it. It's quite the dollar rate. Yes, everything. So I'm just reflecting what is happening. So as artists, whatever the Supreme Being gives us, we just have to channel, honestly, just let it go and let it out.
Abiana the hustler, that's so hard to believe, man. But yeah, I respect that.
You don't believe me.
But I respect that. Abiana, is there anything you want to add, man? It's been a beautiful conversation. Is there anything you want to tell your fan base in terms of this new music or anything else?
Yeah, so like if you're watching me right now, like I just want you to just pick your phones, go to every social media platform. That is IG, Twitter, and Facebook,
TikTok.
and just Twitter. So go there and then find my name, Abiana Music, Abiana Music, Music. It is together. So Abiana Music, find it and then follow me and then go stream my new single, Shika. Don't forget, Shika.
Nice. I must add, I love the way you represent your Ghana roots, man.
Yeah,
I must.
I must.
Thank you so much for making
for
time.
having me.
And you know, like I've said with other artists, you know, and from what the energy I'm getting from you represent so many young girls and guys too who want to do their thing, but with the landscape of the music and society's pressures and expectations, it might not be the easiest thing. But with people like you, we're inspired. Thank you so much for coming. This is your house. You have to come through some more. Please do. Please do.
I'm just going to tell them I love this place already. The vibe is...
Yeah. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Unfortunately, we do have to sign up, but it is her new music.
Yes.
Shika.
Yes.
Look at the excitement on her face. Please go out there. Please stream it. And, you know, when you support us, we support these artists more so. But the number one way to support an artist like her is to buy the music, get the streams up, you know, because it's, you know, it's one big circle. When you do that, they invest more in the content they put out there. Unfortunately, I have to sign. I'm going to see you guys same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. But still stay tuned in. Salute.
I say money, they call me for my brain. I they owe somebody where I have to pay. You be fast, but you know how it feels every day. I for session puppy, no time to play, mommy to no day. As I dey road that they go, sometimes you lose all control. No be today, no pain, no gain, things no go change. As I dey road that they go, sometimes you lose all control.